Alright guys, I am here to do the weekly update for this week. Stevie was supposed to do it, but apparently he got fucking dick slapped so hard by Barczak this week that he just is unable to do it, so I decided to do it. If you want to send flowers to Stevie because he is the donkey punch this week, feel free to send it to him. I'm sure he'll love it. So let's get this little recap deal started. First, before we get all this started, it is 9/11, so let's have a little bow our heads in silence for the people that died of 9/11 and everyone that gave their lives for all this, okay? Alright, we're good. Alright, now let's get into it. As far as I look at it, I'm going to look at the matchups from last week, give you a little overview. We have a section in this week's weekly update. It's called the "Fuck You of the Week." I added that in. I don't know. My cousin used to do it, so I feel like it's a great section. I'm gonna do it. All right. So looking at the first game that I have right here, Sandusky and the boys versus Cook is a nigger. Basically Sandusky and the boys won. I mean, they came back with a little. They came back on Monday with an 18 spot from the Baltimore defense and just came out on top with 120 points, 120.78 points, which actually is the highest points this week. That is my team. My bad. I can't really help it. Cook is a nigger, though. I mean, you can't really say that he had a bad week. The only other person he would have lost to is Cook's team, which is the Abusement Park. But I mean, either way, you play the big dogs, you're gonna lose some games. So sorry, Marty. Looking at the stats, let's see. Marty's Peyton Manning got 20 points. Arian Foster got 19. But just couldn't compare to Michael Vick with 19, Julio Jones with 22, David Akers with 16, and Baltimore's defense with 18. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff happening right there. The next game I have is the Abusement Park versus Be Easy on My Vic. I have no idea why the name is Be Easy on My Vic because they don't even have Vic on their team. It's just like they lost, so it didn't matter. Their team name doesn't really matter that much. But anyway, the Abusement Park throwing it down with 120.46 points, the second highest in the league. I got the highest, obviously. Cook's team versus Be Easy on My Vic, which I think is Kyle. I'm not sure. Either way, they lost. Cook with Matt Ryan throwing out a 32 spot. 32 spot. That's going to win you some ball games if Matt Ryan can keep doing that. Be Easy on My Vic. Just kind of like an average week. Gets a pretty good day with 18 points from Matt Forte and his kicker from San Diego. But, I mean, other than that, not really a lot of stuff that's really mentionable. I mean, it's pretty cool that you can get a defense to actually get negative 2 points. I don't know how you do that if you're just that shitty or whatever it is, but that's just what happens. So, congratulations, Cook, being 1-0. The next game is Belichick yourself, and he called the shit poop. I'm going to go with he called the shit poop. Right now is probably the worst name in our league. I have really no idea where it came from or whatever it is, but they won. But I think they need like a name changer or something. I mean, or they stick with it. I mean, they won. They can't really like deny that. Looking at the recap, it kind of an unfortunate week for Belichick yourself. Fred Jackson goes down with an injury, only gives him 1 point. Ben Jarvis gets 15. New York's defense did throw 19 points down for him. Eli Manning didn't really have a good week. He went 12 points for him, but he called the shit poop. It went Aaron Rodgers with 23, Aaron Hernandez with 12, Michael Bush with 16, and just kind of, he didn't really have a great week, but it kind of sucks for Belichick yourself when your big time running back goes down with an injury. So I mean, that's just the way it happens. They're 0-1. He called the shit poop, 1-0. Hopefully they turn around next week. Now we go to Ilincha Blackman and Balls Deep in Rivers. This is the Donkey Punch game of the week, and this is something just for you, Stevie. Just listen. This is something. That is the sound of a Donkey Punch of the week, delivered by Ilincha Blackman, which is Bartsack. So he kind of laid his cock right down on Stevie's face. I'm looking at Bartsack's stats. Drew Brees threw a 23 spot down. Doug Martin 11. Gronkowski 12. Adrian Peterson with a 20 spot as his flex guy. That's a huge game for a flex guy. And his Houston defense scoring 15 points. Looking at Balls Deep in Rivers, I mean, had 3 guys scoring double digits. 2 guys barely get 2 points, and then the defense just not living up to the hype, I guess. San Francisco's defense only getting 5 points. I mean, they won, but it's hard to when you play against Peyton Manning, and you're not going to get many points from your defense. But I mean, I guess it's just the way it happens. Sorry, Stevie, you got donkey punched. Hopefully you turn around, work the waiver wire, or pull your head out of your ass, to be honest. I mean, that's pretty much all you can do. So, Ilincha Blackman, 1-0. Balls Deep in Rivers, 0-1, with a donkey punch right next to their name. No one forget it. That's just the way it happens. And the last game this week, Scooby Droobies Do versus Swirly Purple Helmets. I don't know what's more embarrassing, losing to Nat or having the name Swirly Purple Helmets. I mean, he's talking shit to me. I outscored him by almost 30 points, so 24. So whatever. But Nat with Scooby Droobies Drew having Cam Newton throw 14 down, Frank Gore getting 17, Ahmad Bradshaw going 15. Just an all-around, actually pretty good day for Nat's team. Everyone's kind of scoring around what they were projected to do, except Toby Gerhart going 2 points. But Swirly Purple Helmets, I mean, they get a big day from Tony Romo with 24 points, and a big day from Ray Rice with 21. But other than that, I mean, DeMarco Murray, 14. That's really about it. I mean, they had Jason Hanson, their kicker, go 11. But if you're going to rely on a kicker, your team's going to be pretty fucking awful. So, I mean, I don't really know what to tell you, but that's just the way it's going to be. So, going into the section that I like to call the fuck you section right here, I just like to give out a big fuck you to Stevie because he's a giant bitch. Giant bitch. He didn't want to do the video. It was his week to do it. I stepped in to do it. I'm going to do mine next week. Stevie, you're a complete bitch. I hope you watch this and know that you're a bitch. When you walk around at school or whatever, I'm sure we all will hear your vagina, clapping just because you're such a bitch. But either way, you're a bitch. Fuck you, Stevie. All right, and for next week, we have my predictions for next week. So Sandusky and the boys, between He Called the Shit Poop. Obviously, I'm going to pick Sandusky and the boys. That's my team. He Called the Shit Poop is a good team, though, so I feel like that's going to be a good matchup. Abusement Park versus Belichick Yourself. Just looking at that matchup, Belichick Yourself's only supposed to score 87 points. The Abusement Park's supposed to score 101. I'm kind of going to have to go with the Abusement Park. Hopefully that Belichick Yourself does some waiver moves and picks up some guys. Be Easy on my Vic versus Swirly Purple Helmets. I mean, they're both 0-1. I don't really know if this is going to be an exciting game or not, but either way, Be Easy on my Vic is supposed to win, but Swirly Purple Helmets, I'm going to have to go against you. Your team is just you got to go meeting with your team. You got to do something to get them hyped up like I did mine last week. They throw down a 120 spot, no big deal. So I'm going to go with Be Easy on my Vic on that one. Islandship Blackman versus Cooks and Nigger. Islandship Blackman threw down the Donkey Punch of the Week last week, 1-0. Cook is a Nigger, 0-1. I'm going to go with Islandship Blackman, even though Cook is a Nigger did score 114 last week. Islandship Blackman might throw down another Donkey Punch. We'll see. In the last matchup, Scooby Drooby's Drew versus Balls Deep in Rivers. I mean, how can you pick a team that just got Donkey Punched last week? I mean, you really can't. They're pretty bad as far as that goes. But I'm gonna go with Nat's team again. They're supposed to score 114 next week. Balls Deep in Rivers is 0-1 with a Donkey Punch on top of their head. They're only supposed to score 94. You get Donkey Punch 2 weeks in a row. I don't really know what to call you besides the league punching bag. But for right now, you're just a Donkey Punch guy, I guess. So basically, that's my deal. Hopefully you guys like it. Next week will be a little different as far as me doing my own deal. This was just kind of like a little warm-up, see how it goes, see how you guys like it. So until next week, we'll see ya.